learning the Sfas Emes, Shmos, Parshas, Shmos, Shnas, Tov Reish Lamed Daled, 5634. In Rashi, the Sfas Emes Zatzal says, the Klal Yisrael are similar to Gechovim. What do you mean Gechovim? Shemoitzian u'machnisan b'mispar. HaKadosh Baruch Hu brings them forth and brings them in number. And the Sfas Emes questions this itself. Why does he take them in and out with a number? But rather, every star has its own control over its light. And therefore, it has a name for what it is supposed to do. And when it fulfills that obligation, he has a new name to continue to do something else. And that's why it hints at Bnei Yisrael that they are similar to stars, because the souls of Bnei Yisrael illuminate in this world, in the darkness. As it says, Ner Hashem. And what is the light of Hashem in this world? Nishmas Odom, the soul of a person. And a person has to realize that he has a unique and special significance in his aura that he gives off. And when he merits to light the world and to pull all the things that he does in this world to that point of sanctity that we find in it, in this world, then he can understand the illumination that he now has to do anew, afresh, and he has a new name. Certainly, when Klal Yisrael went into the Golus of Mitzrayim, out of Yisrael, Eretz Canaan, they were given the ability from Hashem that they should be able to exist in this exile. And not only to exist, but to utilize every aspect of Kedusha that there is in Mitzrayim to bring it to its full term, so that it will have been utilized for spirituality. And that's truly the strength of Bnei Yisrael, the Sfas Emes says, that they are attached to that point, unique point of reference. As it says, 70 nefesh. Who came down to Egypt? 70 souls in English would be with a plural. Yet it says 70, not nefesh, but nefesh. Beloshin yochid, because all of Klal Yisrael is one unit. As we find in the Megillah, Am Hashem, Mefuzer u'Mefoirot. The nation of Hashem is spread out and separated. But the Sfas Emes, as he explained, that why are they separated? Because when you're separated, you can gather together. When you're together, you don't realize your uniqueness. When you're separated, you can gather together, even those who are totally separated, detached from the main body. And they gather together all of these points, each of Klal Yisrael, each individual who is so unique. Therefore, Sfas Emes says this is the reason Bnei Yisrael was spread out in the four corners of the earth, to gather together all the holiness that is found in the entire being, creation that God created. This was the fear of the Mitzrayim. As they said specifically, let us figure out Nischak Moloi. Let us figure out how to overcome his unique ability to stand as a unit. Again, not plural to them, but to him. Rashi explains that it means, who's that unique individual? The person who's going to redeem Klal Yisrael, because they foresaw that Moshe Rabbeinu would be born, because the aspect of oneness, of togetherness, is the salvation of Klal Yisrael. And the Mitzrayim were afraid, the Egyptians were afraid, lest he become numerous, that the individual uniqueness of them will become so numerous among Bnei Israel that they will be one unit even though they're individuals. That's why it says Vayimoru es Chayim. They made bitter their lives. That they tried to make bitter the ability of Klal Yisrael in their disbursement to be united. And it says Vayimoru es Chayim. The es is extra. Vayimoru Chayim. They should have made bitter their lives. But es Chayim, because that specific point nobody can get to, no guy can get to. Even in Mitzrayim they weren't able to get it. Rather, this point expands in Golus. We have to understand that the facts that we're in exile, everything's hidden from us, but it's only hidden to the point where we can still rectify it. You can still find it. As the Ramban says, that's always there. We have to look for it. God doesn't test a person with more than he can accomplish. And the rule is that everything that hides sanctity is a simon that a person can bring to himself the holiness. And everything is totally hangs on the Emunah in Yisrael. When there's Emunah Keroi, then there's no Golus. Because in truth, in every place there's Hashgocha of Hashem Yisborach. HaKadosh Baruch Hu sees every place. He is there. And what his desire is there for the person to accomplish. Just that, in the exile, it's not apparent the truth. And we have to reach to the truth through belief. This is called a spaklayu, or a seeing glass, Deloy Naharo, which is not clear. That the light comes through darkness. We believe, even though we can't reveal the truth. And through belief, we get to that point of truth, as we mentioned above. And the Sfas Emes continues, we find in the Medrash, Torah and Eretz Yisrael Olam Haba can only be acquired through Yisurim, through troubles. Yeah, and he goes on to now explain what Shabbos is. Shabbos is Me'ein Olam Haba. Olam Haba is acquired with troubles. Therefore, what are the troubles? The 6 days of the week. What a person labors to work, to take care of his house, to be able to learn even in that work, that's trouble life. And that is what we merit on Shabbos. Therefore, Shabbos was given at Morah. Morah is at bitterness. To let you know that even if there's bitterness before Shabbos, Shabbos still can alleviate that. After Golus Mitzrayim, we also received Shabbos. We received Shabbos because it's a different type of bitterness. The servitude of Mitzrayim brought us to Shabbos. Shabbos is the togetherness that all of Klal Yisrael keeps Shabbos. And all of creation has on Shabbos the revelation of the glory of heaven through the witnessing of Shabbos, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created everything. And that's why it says that his holy name is supposed to be made public in the world. As the Zohar HaKodesh says, Shabbos Shmo HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shabbos is the name of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ultimately, all will see the glory of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Through Shabbos, it will become manifest that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has a design in the world, and his design is that the world should better itself. That's why it says Shmos B'nai Yisrael. Just like he mentions that Shabbos has a name, it is a name for Hashem. That's why actually in the mikveh you're not supposed to say the name, you're not supposed to say Shabbos, but it is the name of Bnei Yisrael. They went down to Mitzrayim to rectify, to make Kvoid Shemayim, as he mentions elsewhere. May we merit the uniqueness of Me'ein Olam Haba and meriting seeing the glory of Shabbos of Kudsha Baruch Hu, and the Eibusher should help that all the troubles of the Golas are behind us. We say to the Gula Shleim and Meir of Yameinu.